Hey, it's Raven Tactical Prepper Channel here. Just doing kind of a current events thing right now. It's kind of cool to have the daylight right now to actually be able to do the in-car thing. It's cool to actually have a working car mount again. Some things that I probably want to talk about right now. If you bought silver in the past, you probably noticed that silver's jumping up in price. A good sign of precious metals going up is also a good sign the economy's taking a collapse. So some things to keep an eye out for. You should be ready for that. You should be ready in the precious metals department. I don't necessarily say buy silver right now, because if you look up silver's prices, the highest I ever got was right around in the 1980s at $49 an ounce. Right now it's hovering. In the beginning of the day it was right at $29 an ounce. And right now, last time I checked it was right around 27, 28. That's incredibly high, because right around 2016, I believe, it was sitting around $16 to $15 a share, or not a share, an ounce. So I mean, right now, silver in the last couple of years has doubled. And it's kind of been sitting around on right under $20 for a while. So I think it's a kind of a crazy thing. Now, I mean, the other precious metal right now, clearly, if you haven't noticed, is lead and brass. So that is also, to me, a much more valuable precious metal. And the ammunition is not coming back, folks. I mean, not to sit here and doom and gloom. I know some people are going to tell you, if you'd stop buying at these crazy prices, they would be able to restock. Well, guess what? People aren't going to stop buying because they know what's coming. They know that an ammunition tax is coming. They know that the reloaders are scared. People want to still competition and shoot. Still people want to hunt. And I know there's several people out there that are telling you on their channels, well, we need to stop paying these prices. Well, guess what? People are going to pay the prices. It's just pure capitalism. There is no supply and there's a high demand. Well, what do you think is going to happen? I don't know. I started, a long time ago, I started buying components for reloading. Why? Because at one point I figured it'd be difficult to get ammunition, one. Two, I've always wanted to reload so that I could get better accuracy out of my rifle. So that's really it. So I do have some components to reload. Am I panicking that I don't have everything right now? No. But you know what? I'm still going through it. I'm still reloading. I'm still doing all the things I got. If you didn't heed the warning on ammunition in the beginning of the year or beginning of 2020, I don't know what to tell you. That's kind of something that you should have been aware of. I mean, I said it here when the toilet paper was going crazy, that ammunition was next. People are going to be scared. Do I blame people for paying the high prices? No. Do I call the person who's selling it, for ridiculous prices a gouger? No. Do I think Cheaper Than Dirt is a terrible company? Absolutely. Cheaper Than Dirt is one of the worst companies out there. However, yes, do I think they're gouging? Well, to me, Cheaper Than Dirt has always had high, crazy prices anytime something happens. And it's not the prices that I've had problems with Cheaper Than Dirt. It's the fact Cheaper Than Dirt will take your inventory as you order it, paid for it. They'll refund you the money and tell you that it's out of stock, and then take your ammunition inventory, throw it back into the system, and triple the price. That I have a problem with. So that's why I don't recommend Cheaper Than Dirt. People getting upset at Midway and all these places for having higher prices. Guess what? They have to pay a higher price to get the ammunition. Their costs went up. The manufacturing that makes ammunition or something around the board are saying 20% increase in costs. It's just what it is. For anything else, like I'm trying to think of what else we got going here. We have food prices probably are going to be up. Gas prices are already up. It's the result of the election. There's nothing I can tell you. What would I do if I were you? I would buckle down. If you haven't been listening or paying attention at this point, you really need to start. And you're behind the 8 ball, as they would say it. You're on the opposite side of the curve. If you're ahead of the curve, you're not going to be panicking as much. You don't see the prepping community who've been doing it for a while panicking as much. They're getting things here and there. They can afford not to pay the high price on ammunition because they've already bought it. They might go around and buy, when they find a deal here and there, they might get it. When they find a deal on food, they're going to get it. They're not desperate. Desperate people are going to be dangerous, though, just so you know. But that's my update on precious metals. Appreciate you guys watching the channel as we're growing. We're actually getting pretty far. I believe the last count I had, we were over 780 people or 780 subscribers, which is awesome. I'm getting close to the 1,000 mark. I know it's taken a long time to get to that point, but I do appreciate everybody working with me. I know sometimes there's been a lack in content, but it's just life, you know. This isn't my full-time job. The day that it becomes my full-time job, yeah, I'll let you know. And I can make better content full-time here and get paid what the big people get paid. But anyways, please subscribe, like, share, comment, enjoy. Thank you.